I'm going to try the carnivore diet for 30 days to find out if it actually works and really give me the superpowers that Hamza promises. The only problem is my mom ain't having it. She's convinced that I'm going to die or something if I try this diet, so I called up her doctor to see what I can do.
The diet is actually really good short term. It can bring a lot of benefits such as fat loss, muscle gain, increased strength, even a tighter face. But I wouldn't recommend doing it for long term because there's no reason for us to believe it's safe.
But basically, I can try for a month without risking anything.
Yes.
So with that out of the way, it's time to have my first ever carnivore meal here. On the first plate, we have some pork as you can see, and on the side, we have nothing. Amazing. Carnivore is a diet where you eat only meat. Now, my plan is to be bulking, and that's going to be almost impossible with a diet like this. So I need to come up with a game plan to make this possible. Alongside the meat, I'm gonna be eating some animal products such as cheese, eggs, etc. along with some nuts while keeping it under 50 grams of carbs a day. And I'm aiming for 3,600 calories every day so that I can achieve my bulk. You may have noticed that this is going to be extremely hard. Let's go. Also, Hamza believes that this is like the way we were always meant to be eating, like humans were never supposed to be eating plants, but to that I just say Genesis 1:29. I mean, the Bible clearly says that we were meant to be eating meat and plants.
But that doesn't mean that carnivore diet is necessarily bad, right?
Exactly. I mean, look, we're gonna find out. Can you stop recording now? I'm gonna eat. Okay, so day one is almost over, and I don't know if this is placebo, it might as well be, but I feel so much energy, like it's amazing. I hope it's gonna stay like this. It didn't really stay like that. During the next few days I felt pretty normal, and the first little sugar cravings came in, but no big deal. Everything was fine until I don't feel good. I feel very tired, lazy. I feel like I'm about to get sick any moment now. I think I'm experiencing the keto flu. So the keto flu is basically a period of adjustment where your body is getting used to using fats as an energy source rather than carbs. So while this period is going on, you're gonna feel a little bit absolutely horrible. There's been no real benefit so far. I've just been feeling worse and worse, but the adjustment period should be ending anytime now according to the people online, so I just hope that going through all of this was worth it at the end. The next few days I just felt worse and worse, and I started feeling really burnt out, procrastinating a lot, and I was just praying to God for guidance because I didn't know what to do. My mom was pressuring me to stop. I was trying so hard to hold on to the diet, but it was just getting harder and harder. I was seeing no real benefits, and it was just consuming so much of my energy. And just when I was about to give up, my strength in the gym suddenly started going through the roof. Like I'm hitting PR after PR. It's insane. I couldn't believe the amount of strength I was getting, so I did some research and I found a study by how do you pronounce their name? Joseph Whittaker and Kexin Wu that shows how a low-fat diet appears to decrease testosterone in men, and on the contrary, a high-fat diet would do the opposite. Higher testosterone, more strength. Since the mid-20th century, there has been significant changes in the dietary patterns, demonizing fat, telling people how fat is horrible for them. And since men's testosterone levels have declined in Western countries, so could there be somebody in power who benefits of men having lower testosterone? I mean, they said it. They said it.
It also says here that men with European ancestry may experience a greater decrease in testosterone.
Huh? Man, no wonder I'm such a Jeffrey. The strength I was gaining in the gym was amazing, but in a way it just made the problem worse, because now I have a reason not to let go of the diet, but the exhaustion, the tiredness, it's all still here. I'm not feeling any better. So I decided enough is enough, and I went looking for some answers. After searching deep through the deep corners of the internet, aka asking the keto subreddit, I found out something that I quite honestly couldn't believe. So these guys are telling me that everything I knew about the keto flu was wrong, pretty much.
What?
So they're saying that I'm not feeling bad because of adjusting or anything, but it's just a lack of electrolytes.
What's that?
I don't know.
Actually, everyone knows what electrolytes are. Are you stupid?
Okay, so since these guys are stupid, I'm gonna tell you what electrolytes are. I have glasses, so I would know. Actually, that's a stupid joke. Let's not do that. Electrolytes are minerals that affect how your body functions in many ways. And when you are on a restrictive diet such as this one, you're risking not getting enough of these electrolytes. So therefore, you need to pay special attention to them if you want to, well, not feel sick. Like this guy. The ones you need to pay attention to are sodium, potassium, and magnesium. And according to the frequently asked questions of the keto subreddit, you need 300 milligrams of magnesium, 5,000 milligrams of sodium, and 1,000 milligrams of potassium every single day. You can count these on most calorie tracking apps such as MyFitnessPal. Sodium you can get from salt, also cheese, tuna, cured meat. Potassium you can get from pork and a lot of other meats. And magnesium you can get from nuts and supplements. There is not a lot you can get magnesium from on this diet. It's kind of a problem. Okay, so I'm gonna try getting more of these electrolyte things and see if that finally kills the keto flu. Oh, and I almost forgot, you need to drink a lot of water. Okay, so while we're waiting to see if the electrolytes will actually help, I'm gonna give you a few tips on how to actually get more calories in with this diet. So for breakfast, have like 7 or 8 eggs with a bunch of bacon. That's gonna have a lot of potassium, a lot of calories, and it's gonna taste pretty good. For lunch and dinner, you're gonna have a lot of meat, which is obvious, but here's the trick on how to get that meat for cheaper. When the butcher is about to be closing down, he will often give out the meat that he is not sold yet for cheaper, just so he can get rid of it, so you can use that. See if you can get the fatty parts of the meat. They are cheaper and have more calories. For snacks, you can have cheese and cured meat, which is amazing together, nuts, Greek yogurt. If you can stomach it, try just scooping a spoon of lard. I can't have that, I literally get a headache, but you know, you can try. I'm not gonna lie, as much as I love meat, this diet does ruin it a little bit. I'm getting kind of sick of it sometimes. It is day 25. We're getting really close to the end of the challenge, and I can't even lie, I feel much better. The electrolytes really did help. But I still have huge dips and peaks in energy, which is not good. That should not be happening apparently, but it is much better than before. Bro, I'm like dangerously close to a burnout right now. Yeah, managing carnivore is definitely stressful. And I have my driver's license in like 2 days. If I don't manage this better, I am going to burn out. It is the last day of the carnivore challenge. It is 7 a.m. right now. I'm about to go visit the doctor and get my blood test. They told me I need to pee in a cup. The doctor told me a lot that I already knew, that carnivore is not medically approved, and she also made a really good point, I think, saying that a young person who is still in development maybe shouldn't be experimenting with an extreme and restrictive diet like this, even if it might have benefits. I think the argument that Hamza would use against this is that this is not an extreme diet and that this is just how we were meant to be eating. But as I said earlier, Genesis 129, man, it just proves that theory wrong. What I'm gonna do now is spend some time off carnivore to see what's gonna happen to me now that I'm eating carbs again. Am I gonna lose the strength that I gained? Am I gonna have more or less energy? We're also getting the blood test results later today to see if I messed anything up with my body during this month. So I was thinking about having cookies for my first meal off carnivore, and that made me realize this whole time I haven't eaten like almost any sugar. Like I was eating completely healthy. That's crazy, man.
So you're pretty much good. You have a bit of a high amount of fat in your blood, but no big deal.
Okay, so we're pretty much good. Another confirmation that doing carnivore for a month is safe. And now let's see what's gonna happen to my strength and energy. It's about time to have my first non-carnivore meal, and it's gonna be... I wasn't joking, it's cookies. Look, I'm sorry, I went a month with no sugar. Come on, leave me alone. I also ate rice with lunch and I went to the gym. And when I tell you, the first day of non-carnivore, I couldn't deadlift nearly as much. This has got to be placebo. There's no way I lost this much strength because I ate a few cookies and some rice. I'm gonna keep on going and we're gonna see what happens in the next few days. But this just started to make me really angry now. As days went by, I started losing more and more strength, feeling less and less energy, and having small mental breakdowns on every minor bad thing that happened. I just hope it's not all gonna come crashing down as a big burnout. That's exactly what happened. I have a bit of a dilemma right now. I am definitely experiencing burnout. I just don't know if this is related to me quitting carnivore or was it just a long time coming, as you could see from earlier in the video. But I'm completely dead right now. I need rest. The good news is though, my strength at the gym is kind of coming back. So I think it was just a little drop for some reason, or placebo. I'm not losing it. Except the bench press, for some reason, just on the bench press I lost the strength. I just can't lift as much in that exercise. Which is weird, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go rest now, and when everything is kind of back to normal, then I'm gonna come back and give you a final conclusion on the carnivore diet. Deal? Okay, goodbye. Okay, I'm feeling much better now. Now it's time to answer the question that you've been waiting for all this time. Should you try the carnivore diet? Are you gonna get the superhuman benefits? Well, first of all, when it comes to superhuman strength, absolutely. The strength gains I got were insane. And yeah, maybe it was just placebo, just like some people are telling me. I only know one thing. I ate meat, I got stronger. Leave me alone, Redditors. The second little benefit I got was a tighter face. I'm pretty sure I lost a lot of bloatedness during carnivore, so that's cool. But the most important thing really is the energy. And when it comes to superhuman energy levels, it was the complete opposite, a big failure. But that might have been my fault. Dr. Huberman said that there is a right way and a wrong way to do this diet. And I might have done it in a wrong way. The thing is though, doing it in the right way requires putting in a lot of time and energy. So you have to ask yourself, can you afford getting into this diet? And that's not even talking about money, because it is also a quite expensive one. I'm not saying by any means that you shouldn't do it, by the way. Maybe you should try for a month like I did. Like I said, it's safe, so there isn't that much to lose, but there is a few sacrifices. And if you are going to try, don't make the same mistake that I did by worrying about it too much and overthinking it, because God cares for you. Remember when I prayed for guidance earlier in the video? Well, he answered, and he always does, and I'm good now. If anything, it was a lesson to trust in God more. And I'm not saying I'll never try again, maybe this is not a goodbye, but for now, I'm just gonna stick to eating normal food. If you like this video, you might also like this one about scientific tips for self-improvement, but if you don't, that's fine. Have a great day, and God bless you.